August, Russia bombed Ukrainian civilians and infrastructure with the scope and ferocity not seen since the early days of Putin's invasion. Russian forces hit at least 14 cities, from Lviv in the west to Kharkiv in the east. The lethal volley was in response to an explosion on a critical bridge connecting Russia to the annexed Crimean Peninsula. Ukrainian special forces reportedly carried out that attack, which Russian President Vladimir Putin called a terrorist act. Monday's strikes killed at least 12 people and wounded more than 80. The attacks also knocked out power and water systems and destroyed multiple buildings. Charlie D'Agata joins me now from Ukraine. Charlie, the scope of this latest Russian attack seems to have changed the battle lines. It feels like danger is everywhere in a way that it hadn't in the last few weeks. What does it feel like right now?
Well, John, the situation on the ground has changed dramatically in the past 24 hours or so, because cities like here in the east, Zaporizhia, Kryvyi, where we are, west of here, Kyiv, Lviv, all of these cities have been hit. You may have heard the air raid sirens. They've been blaring all through the day and the night. It signals that this entire country is at war. And I say that because there are parts of this country that haven't really experienced the conflict, where we have been toward the front lines, where there has been fighting that hasn't been experienced in other parts of the country. But today, this mass attack across 10 or 12 cities has reminded the people of Ukraine, who are now taking shelter in bunkers. We're in a blackout scenario here, that the entire country is at war and the entire country is within reach of the Russian military.
And so, Charlie, how does that affect the mood this far into the invasion? And is the view that this was not a one-time retaliation for the bombing of the bridge, but the beginning of perhaps a sustained widening of the bombing?
Yeah, John, I think that's the real fear, and that's the real question, whether the attack on the bridge signifies an escalation. Certainly today, in the past 24 hours, that does signify an escalation, because we haven't seen for the past sort of 3 or 4 months attacks on cities, attacks on civilian targets. Not here, not in Zaporizhia, not in areas that have been attacked, not in frontline cities, but in Kyiv, in Lviv, in other areas, Kharkiv. This is an attack on 12 or 13 cities across the entire country, a reminder of Russia's reach. And what we don't know, what the Ukrainians don't know, is whether that signifies an escalation. We were all expecting this after the attack on the bridge. We were all expecting a payback. We were all expecting a blowback from that attack. But what we don't know is whether this is going to be a sustained attack, whether this is a temporary escalation, or whether this is now has taken it to a next level, whether we are now facing a battle across the country, whether the entire country is now at war, whether the entire country is now going to be targeted by Russia. Because we all know the Russian military has the firepower, they have the reach, they have the directed military capability to target any number of cities and any number of targets within this country. I can tell you, we've gone to the front lines, and on those front lines, Ukrainian forces are making advances. They're pushing into the south, Kherson, where we were just yesterday. In the east, in the Donbass region, Ukrainian forces on the ground are making advances. But what we're seeing here is the Russian capability to strike targets all over the country. And these are civilian targets. So on a military level, does this mean that it's changed the course of the war? Psychologically, maybe. On the ground, not necessarily, because Ukrainian forces continue to make these advances psychologically, and as far as the Ukrainian President Zelenskyy is concerned, he's now looking at trying to fight this war on several fronts, in a war that citizens and civilians are now targets.
So, Charlie, do you have any sense, and I guess what you're saying is we don't just know yet, but if you've got these two wars going on, the one on the front lines where you've been, where the Ukrainians are making real advances, and that's been the story of the last month, now you've got this aerial devastation that's happening. So these two things are going on. Do you think there is I mean, obviously Putin is trying to do the one to stop the other. Is there any sense that it will stop those Ukrainian advances?
John, I don't think so. I don't think so. The attacks that have been happening in the cities here, Zaporizhia, I mean, which has been terrible. It's been terrible. We've covered this. It's been terrible to witness these attacks on civilian targets, especially in Zaporizhia. More than 60 people have been killed in the past 10 days, and we've been there. We've seen it. It's a psychological impact, but I don't think it's going to impact the military effort that's going on here. Because militarily, you have Ukrainian forces who are advancing in the east, advancing in the south, and they're making great gains there. The Russians have the reach. They have the firepower. Psychologically, after that attack on the bridge in Crimea, of course, everybody was expecting repercussions from that. Everybody's gone into bunkers. In Kyiv, we haven't seen this for months. We haven't seen Kyiv hit for months. But this country is at war. Is it going to slow down that military offensive? I don't see that happening, because on the ground, military forces are advancing. We all know, the Ukrainians all know, that this is a country at war with Russia. Russia has the reach. They have the firepower. They can hit these cities, but they haven't hit the front lines where all these advances are taking place. So is this a turning point? I don't think the Ukrainians see it as that way. They know they're at war. But on the ground, the advances that they're making are significant, and I don't see them stopping.
All right, Charlie D'Agata, thanks for being out there for us, Charlie. Thank you.